Welcome to Football with Cheese. Okay, in the last video, we did the NFC Championship preview. This is the AFC Championship preview. If you did not see that video, I will link it in the description. So we only have 3 NFL games left. Kind of sad. 3 games left. Hope everyone is enjoying their Saturday. Let's get right into it. The Bills have been to the Super Bowl 4 times. 1990 through 1993, all 4 years, 4 straight, lost all 4. The Chiefs have been 6 times, won 4, and won the last 2. They're going for the three-peat. People are saying it'd be the first time someone won 3 in a row. Technically not true. If you count NFL championships before the Super Bowl, the Packers did this. But in the Super Bowl era, it would be the first time. So in the Texans-Chiefs recap video, we talked about all the officiating problems, how the Texans got screwed on multiple calls. In one play, Patrick Mahomes tried to flop. They didn't call it, luckily. But he tried to flop out of bounds, throw his arms in the air, act like he was shoved late when he wasn't. Someone online said, well, Josh Allen does that too. And I did do some research, and Josh Allen does try that too. So I'm not trying to say Patrick Mahomes is the only one that tries to get away with everything. In this league, they try to protect the quarterback. So when in doubt, they throw a lot of flags. But Josh Allen doesn't dance around and not fight for more yards and wait till someone get there, then fall down and slide. I've never seen him try that. So a lot of quarterbacks do try the flop. It just seems like Mahomes tries more than others. Speaking of Josh Allen, he is such a unique player because he's huge. He's like the size of a big tight end, but he's a quarterback. And it's such a tremendous advantage, 3rd and 2, 4th and 2, because he'll just get the snap and just sneak it, just like a power fullback, and he never seems to get hurt, or rarely. If you watch the Notre Dame-Ohio State national championship game, both those quarterbacks kept running the Josh Allen play, where you shotgun snap and then QB sneak it. And it was very effective in that game for both teams. It's like the Josh Allen play. Both their quarterbacks are big, not Josh Allen big, but they both have big quarterbacks. So you can do it. If your quarterback has good size, you can do that play. So it's a tremendous advantage in short yardage, especially because James Cook, the running back, is undersized. So I rewatched Bills-Ravens and noticed a few things. Khalil Shakur is really playing well, their slot receiver. 5th round pick in 2022, great pick. He's kind of really their number 1 receiver. They don't really have one, but it seems like he's their kind of go-to guy in a big situation. The Bills don't have like a great receiving and tight end group, but it's deep. What the Bills need to do is feed James Cook, give him a lot of carries, and then run with Josh Allen. Just run the ball. The Texans ran the ball really well against the Chiefs last week. When the Chiefs played the Bills earlier this year, the Bills won 30-21, but they did not run the ball well. Cook was 9 carries for 20 yards. He needs more carries than that. He needs to be more efficient. Like I said, the Bills did win. They took advantage of 2 Patrick Mahomes interceptions. It was really the only loss the Chiefs had this year where they didn't rest their players. They lost the Broncos the last week of the season, but they rested all their players. So their only true loss was at Buffalo, 30-21. The Bills' defense. Von Miller and Greg Rousseau, their 2 pass rushers, need to get pressure on Mahomes and get sacks, not just pressure, sacks. The Chiefs' biggest weakness is offensive tackle on their whole team. The offensive tackle situation is bad. So they have to take advantage of that. Von Miller had a very good game against the Broncos. He and Rousseau need to step up, have big games. Matt Milano, linebacker of Buffalo, he can't let Travis Kelce just catch the ball over the middle field. I still don't understand it. The Texans were terrible at this. The Steelers are bad when they played the Chiefs. Everyone just lets Kelce catch the ball in the middle of the field. Texans had 2 complete breakdowns, and Kelce got wide open. And Kelce's still a good player. He's just not the elite player he used to be. He's not as athletic or as fast, so he's not going to really hurt you after the catch. So there's no reason to just stand there and let him catch it. So the Bills, I'll say this, they did a good job against Kelce. I wish I had more time. I did not have time to rewatch that game. But Kelce had 2 catches for 8 yards. I saw in the box score. So the Bills seem to do really good against Kelce. Won by 9 points. And one of the best things, we've talked about this too, Mahomes and the Chiefs, one of the reasons they win the postseason, one of a few reasons, but one reason they do is they're very good on third down. They're very good in the fourth quarter. They make plays. They get those 3rd and 4s, those 3rd and 7s, those 4th and 3s. They convert them. And they win a lot of close games doing that. And when Buffalo's on offense, you know Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator of the Chiefs, is going to bring pressure when in doubt. Josh Allen knows this. 3rd and 5 late in the game, tie game or something. When in doubt, Steve Spagnuolo is going to send pressure. That's what he does. It's what he did the whole Super Bowl, and it worked. And they beat the 49ers last year. So how Josh Allen handles that pressure will be a key in the game. Chris Jones, defensive tackle, Chiefs, got to mention him. One of the best pass rushing defensive tackles in the game. Double team him. Don't let him beat you on passing downs. He's definitely their best defensive lineman. Tyler Bass, the kicker of the Bills, was only 2 of 5 in the postseason last year. So he's 3 of 3 this year, but look for them to maybe go for some 4th downs rather than take long kicks, because he has struggled at times in the postseason. And we need to talk about the officiating. So, as you know, Clay Martin, the Chiefs never lost when he was the ref. He was the referee for the Texans Chiefs game last week. It's Clete Blakeman this week, and I did a lot of research on Clete Blakeman, and I knew his crew, his regular season crew, there was a lot of penalties. In fact, his crew had the most in the league. The NFL does some kind of grading system, and they take the best officials, supposedly. They say they do, but why is Clete Blakeman in the playoffs? They say they do. They take the best ones at each spot, umpire, ref, line judge, all that, and put them in the postseason crews. So it's an all-star group. So it's not the same crew that Clete Blakeman had necessarily in the regular season. So a lot of it depends on the other officials too, not just the referee. In Chiefs games where Patrick Mahomes plays and Clete Blakeman is the referee, they're 5 and 5. So it doesn't look like an advantage. But Clete Blakeman has thrown the most roughing the passer penalties in the NFL this year. You know, the referee plays behind the quarterback. We'll see if Clete Blakeman throws the penalty. I just hope it doesn't come down the refs. I just want a fair officiated game. I wouldn't even mind. They let him play. Hardly throw any flags. Let him play. Maybe it was pass interference. Maybe it was holding, but it was close. So just don't throw it. I don't want to see a game where there's 24, 25 penalties called. And I don't want to see a game where the Chiefs get all the big calls at the big moments and win by 1 or 2 points. And it was obvious last week the Chiefs got more of an advantage than the Texans. Big time. You can't argue that. The Chiefs outplay the Bills and win fair and square. And there's no controversial calls. Great. That's fine. I just want a fair game. And I don't want to have a situation where the Bills have to make up for these bad calls over and over and just barely lose. It's just so bad for football when that happens. One thing I want to mention about Philadelphia, Washington real quick. Sean Hockley, the referee in the game, Eagles 6-0 when he is their referee, and Washington's 1-2. I wouldn't look too much into that because Eagles are a good team. They have been for years, so they're going to win a lot of games. And Washington wasn't really good till this year, but just wanted to throw it out there. And there also was a $1.3 million bet on the Chiefs. The person who bet that will win $1 million. There are rarely bets that big, and they're rarely allowed to be that big. A lot of places won't even take that much money in a bet. When it does happen, usually the person that bets wins. So it's interesting that someone actually bet on the Chiefs. Maybe they know something we don't. I don't know. Prediction time. Chiefs minus 2.5. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I just do. The Bills somehow find a way to lose a lot of playoff games. The coach gets real conservative. Sean McDermott. You know that the NFL wants the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They want Taylor Swift on the camera, Travis Kelce's girlfriend. I'm going to take the Bills plus 2.5. There you go. I'm taking the Bills in the spread, but the Bills will lose by 1 or 2 points. That's my prediction. I would love to see a Bills versus Redskins rematch from 1992. I think that'd be a really fun Super Bowl. Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels. We'll see. All right. So, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on that bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. Let me know in the comments who you think will win and what you think of Taylor Swift. Also, tomorrow, look out for the video where I go over some more coaching news, mostly about the Cowboys head coach and a few other things. All right, enjoy your Saturday.